Lesson 9, Pratapgarh makes history. Adil Shah perturbed. Now we know that Shivaji had been conquering many forts one after the other. Torana, which he changed to Prachandgarh. Muramdev, on the hill, he built a fort, Rajgarh. Then he conquered Kondana, Purandar and many more. So Adil Shah was disturbed. Now the court of Adil Shah at Bijapur was passing anxious days due to the growing exploits of Shivaji. Now the Adil Shah summoned all the Sardars. He called all of them, and all the Sardars were present, and Badi Sahiba, the Dowager Queen, was personally present at the court. Now, she was the one who used to look after the Adil Shah administration from Bijapur. She put a direct question to the Sardars at the court. She asked them, who will put an end to his rebellion? She wanted someone to come forward to put an end to Shivaji's rebellion. The whole court was silent. No one dared to accept the challenge to fight Shivaji. In the midst of silence, a giant of a man came forward and bowed respectfully before the throne, and he said his name was Afzal Khan. The Khan accepts the challenge. Now this Afzal Khan was a man who was very strong, tall, and he was a Sardar at the court of Bijapur. He accepted the challenge and promised that he would either bring Shivaji dead or alive to the court. Afzal Khan was so strong that he could bend a crowbar with his bare hands. Crowbar is an iron bar, so you can imagine how strong he was. Now Afzal Khan accepted the challenge, and everyone was curious to know what is going to happen to Shivaji, whether he will lose, whether he will be brought dead to the court. And Afzal Khan was all ready to leave to meet Shivaji and conquer him. So he left Bijapur with equipments, with a huge army. Equipments means all the things that he needed to fight the battle. He was the Subedar of Vai for 12 years, so he knew the place well. So with a lot of pride and confidence that he will be successful against Shivaji, he left Bijapur. Swaraj in danger. Now, at that time, Shivaji was at Rajgarh, and he got the news that Afzal Khan had already started against Shivaji. He left Bijapur to fight him, and Shivaji knew that Swaraj was in great danger. But he did not lose courage. He knew that the Khan's army was full of ammunitions, a big army, and Shivaji's army was nowhere in comparison to the army of the Khan. Shivaji had a few number of people in his army, and he knew that he could not resist Khan in the open battle. So he went to his mother, Jijabai, took her blessing, and in consultation with his mother Jijabai, he changed his headquarters. He shifted his headquarters from Rajgarh to Pratapgarh. Now Rajgarh was his first capital. Afzal Khan's counter move. Now when Khan came to know that Shivaji had moved to Pratapgarh, he was very angry. Now he knew that it was very difficult to conquer Pratapgarh. Why? Because Pratapgarh was surrounded by thick forest and high hills. Now it was difficult for Afzal Khan to take his army, to take all the arms and ammunitions to the fort, because it was covered with thick forest and wildlife. Now the Khan thought, what can I do to bring Shivaji down? So he started doing things which will bring Shivaji down to the foothills. The Khan attacked the holy cities of Pandharpur and Tuljapur. He harassed the people, thinking that Shivaji will come down to the foothills of Pratapgarh. But Shivaji was very clever. He did not leave Pratapgarh. Now the Khan thought of another plan. He changed his tactics. Now he became friendly and sent a friendly message to Shivaji saying, "You are my son. Now you please come down. You return the forts to Adil Shah of Bijapur and he will make you a Sardar at his court." Tit for tat. Now Shivaji quickly saw through the Khan's offer. He knew that there was something wrong. So, in reply to the Khan's message, Shivaji told him that I am sorry that I captured all your forts. Please pardon me. Please come and meet me at the foothills of Pratapgarh. Now, when Shivaji sent this message, Afzal Khan was very pleased. He smiled and he said, what can this Shivaji do against this mighty Afzal Khan? So he said, okay, let me accept the proposal. And he was ready to meet Shivaji. The meeting place. Now the Machi of Pratapgarh. There was a Machi, we know that we have learnt in the previous lessons also how it is useful in fighting the battle. So the Machi on Pratapgarh was chosen as the meeting place. The date was fixed, the time was fixed, and they had to accompany each of them, Shivaji as well as Afzal Khan, had to have 1 servant and 10 bodyguards. So the preparation started and the special road was made for the Khan to come. A big shamiana was made. So all preparations began to meet the Khan. Now everything what Shivaji did, he did it carefully. He divided his army into small units because he had very few men in his army. He thought cleverly and he told them to hide in different places, and he was also very careful to instruct them, tell them when and how to act. So now everything was done, and his advisors also told him, don't go for the meeting with the Khan. But Shivaji knew how to tackle the Khan. Before the meeting. Now preparations were being made before the meeting. I told you Shamiana was put, the roads were constructed. Similarly, Shivaji also made preparations to go to meet the Khan. Now he knew what type of a person Khan was. So he visited Bhavani's temple, took darshan and started putting on his ceremonial clothes. Now in the picture also you can see a coat of mail. The Vagnak. Vagnak is a claw of a tiger. And you have the Chire top. It's a helmet. And Dandapata, which is like a sword. So Shivaji went to wear all these things to protect himself against the Khan. So he wore the coat of mail and a big rowing a kurta, a flowing robe and a helmet on his head. The Vagnak he fitted on his fingers, and he hid a bichua, that is the dagger which I told you, inside his sleeves. And he was all ready with the Dandapata in his hand to meet the Khan. Now all the Sardars, his well-wishers, everyone told him, please don't go to meet the Khan. But Shivaji knew that he had to meet the Khan in case he wants to establish Swaraj. So he told all his friends, you do your duty as I told you, and in case if something goes wrong, if I am killed in the battle, you put Shambhaji on the Gadi. Now Shambhaji was Shivaji's son. So he told the friends, he gave instructions, you put Shambhaji on the Gadi and follow the instructions of Ma Sahib. Ma Sahib is Shivaji's mother. Now Shivaji goes to meet the Khan. He was accompanied by his Vakil Pantaji Gopinath and 10 bodyguards. Now when he went there, Shivaji saw, after reaching the Samyana, that the Khan had already arrived and he was busy planning his future moves. Standing by the Khan was a soldier named Bada Sayyid. He was a very powerful man, skilled in the use of Dandapata. And Shivaji stood at the entrance of the Shamiana on seeing Bada Sayyid. Now the Khan asked Shivaji's Vakil why Shivaji stood at the entrance instead of coming in. So Shivaji's Vakil tells him that he is afraid of Bada Sayyid. So the Khan tells Bada Sayyid to move out of the place, and after Bada Sayyid leaves the place, Shivaji goes forward to meet the Khan. And Khan tells him, "Come, let us embrace each other as a mark of our friendship." The struggle with the Khan. Shivaji Maharaj cautiously took every step. Now he knew that he did not want to believe the Khan, and so he was very careful. Shivaji was very short. The Khan was huge, tall, and he was a mighty man. Now when the Khan embraced Shivaji, Shivaji only reached up to his chest, and the Khan caught him tight on his neck and stabbed him. The minute the Khan stabbed him with the dagger, Shivaji's robe tore apart. Because he was wearing the coat of mail, he was saved. And Shivaji knew that that is the Khan, is trying to kill him. So without delay, he quickly thrust the wagnak in the Khan's stomach, and drawing out the bichwa with his right hand, he drove it into the Khan's stomach and tore his stomach apart. Now, the Vakil, Khan's Vakil Krishnaji Bhaskar, he heard some noise and he came forward and wanted to attack Shivaji. But Shivaji killed him at once. Bada Sayyid heard some noise and he too rushed into the Shamiana. Now he was about to kill Shivaji, but Jivaji Mahala came between both of them and he killed Bada Sayyid with one stroke. Because of Jiva, Shiva was saved. This is the common saying that went on afterwards, that because of Jivaji Mahala, Shivaji's life was saved on that day. The rout of the Afzal Khan's army. With triumph, Shivaji went up to the fort. The gun boomed and gave the signal. As soon as the signal was given, Shivaji's troops came out of their hiding and attacked the Khan's army. The Khan's army was completely unprepared and they started running helter-skelter. The Maratha troops chased them in hot pursuit and destroyed the Khan's army. Now they were all confused. Fazal Khan, Afzal Khan's son, escaped with great difficulty and he reached Bijapur. Now he went to Bijapur and told everything that happened. And the whole of Bijapur was sad on listening to this news. Now Shivaji humbled the most powerful Sardar of the Bijapur court. The songs of his exploits were heard in the hills and valleys of Sahyadri. Thank you.